the sidelines, heart in silent fight. Laughed at all your jokes, pretending I was fine.
Bellrose Institute stood like a fortress of the elite, where sons and daughters of billionaires were groomed for futures already carved out by dynasties. Marble floors, classical fountains, and halls that echoed with entitlement. In the middle of it all walked three friends, known across campus as the Golden Trio. Ray Sinclair, the heir to the Sinclair financial empire, was effortlessly charming, intelligent, and kind-hearted. He was admired by many, envied by others, and yet surprisingly humble. Alongside him were his two best friends, Rose Jones, the introspective daughter of an art magnate, and Sophia Marks, the vivacious and witty child of a global tech CEO. Ray, Rose, and Sophia had been inseparable since they were kids. Their bond was rare in a world where friendships were often transactional. Together, they felt untouchable, but beneath the perfect surface, emotions stirred, unspoken truths, lingering glances, and secret desires that threatened to shift their reality. It was a regular school morning. Students gathered in cliques, designer bags slung carelessly over their shoulders. Ray leaned against his locker, talking to a group of junior students who hung on his every word. From across the courtyard, Rose watched him. There was a softness in her gaze, the kind that came from knowing someone deeply. Sophia approached, catching the look.
You're staring again.
I was not.
You were, but it's okay. He is pretty, too bad he's mine.
Rose chuckled, though a hint of pain flashed in her eyes.
You two aren't actually dating, Soph.
Not yet, but I think it's just a matter of time.
Rose forced a smile. Later that afternoon, Ray entered the art room quietly. He found Rose sketching near the window.
You're really talented, you know? I don't say that enough.
You do say it, just not always with words.
Do you ever feel like everything's moving too fast? Like everyone expects us to know who we are, what we want.
Constantly.
Rose said. There was a pause. The air between them grew thick with unspoken words. Ray almost said it. Almost. But then Sophia burst in.
There you two are. Ray, coach is looking for you. He's been yelling your name across campus.
Ray sighed, frustrated.
I'll be back.
As he left, Rose quietly closed her sketchpad. On Friday night after school, the Sinclair mansion glittered with golden light. Crystal glasses clinked, soft music floated through the air, and the children of the wealthy danced beneath chandeliers. Rose hadn't arrived yet, caught up in a last-minute family function. Sophia stood beside Ray, a drink in hand.
You've been distant lately.
Just a lot on my mind.
Is it Rose?
Ray looked at her, startled. Sophia's voice softened.
I know you like her, Ray, maybe even love her, but she's always so hard to read, and I'm right here.
She stepped closer. Ray hesitated.
Let me be the one who stays. I've always been here.
And then she kissed him, gently like a question. Ray didn't respond at first, but he didn't pull away either. From the staircase, Rose had just arrived. Her eyes met them, her heart dropped. She was filled with shock as she stares at them. She stood frozen, confusion clouding her chest. Why did it hurt this much? So many thoughts ran through her head. They weren't dating. Ray wasn't hers. He never had been. Right. A tight knot formed in her throat. And quickly, she turned and walked away before they saw her. The next Monday at school, something had changed. The laughter was forced. The trio felt off. Ray noticed it first. Rose barely met his eyes. Sophia acted as though nothing had happened.
Did Rose say anything to you?
About what?
I don't know. She's cold, distant.
Maybe she's finally realizing we're more than a trio.
Ray didn't respond. Guilt clawed at his chest. Later, he found Rose in the art room again. She didn't look up when he entered.
Rose, please talk to me.
I saw you, at the party.
His breath caught.
Rose, I didn't mean.
You didn't mean to kiss her back. Or you didn't mean for me to see.
I was confused. It's you I want.
Please don't, not now.
He stood there, helpless. The friendship they had built stood on a crumbling foundation. What happens when the heart wants something it's too afraid to claim? And when friendship becomes the battlefield for love and betrayal? The Golden Trio, once admired, envied. Unbreakable was beginning to crack. Trust had shifted, emotions had changed. And the foundation they stood on was no longer steady. Beneath the polished surface of privilege and perfection, hearts were bleeding quietly. They were no longer just three friends. They were three tangled souls, caught in a storm of love, loyalty, and the fear of losing each other. And the shine that once set them apart was beginning to fade. The golden trio was no longer shining.
Your jokes, pretending I was fine. You never said the words, but your eyes would sometimes stay.